Wicca for Beginners, a simple and complete guide to Wicca, magic, rituals, witchcraft, and spells. Written by Kelly Murray. Narrated by Kelly Mcgee. Copyright 2019 by Kelly Murray. Production copyright 2019 by Kelly Murray. Chapter 1. What is Wicca? Before we get started, it's well worth establishing what Wicca really is. Wicca is classified as a nature-based religion encompassing a wide variety of beliefs, traditions, and practices inspired by many different sources. Wiccans often refer to these sources as the old religion. There are several different forms and traditions under the umbrella term of Wicca, generally with overlapping elements such as pantheism, polytheism, an emphasis on ritual, and a deep respect for all living things. Wicca has been described as a shamanic religion. Shamanism is a term originally used to refer to ancient religions found in regions of Asia, but it has since been used in reference to many indigenous traditions throughout the world, whose origins predate written history. Shamanism is often called the world's first religion, although it would not have looked like the major religions of today, with their uniform beliefs and consistent practices that span continents. Characteristics of shamanic traditions include an animist worldview, using altered states of consciousness to interact with the spirit world, and using the knowledge found there for healing and general well-being of the community. Shamans were the first medicine people and were revered in their societies. Like shamans, Wiccans seek connection with the unseen spirits of nature and work with natural agents such as stones and herbs for healing and protection. Wicca is also considered to be a pagan religion. Like shamanism, paganism is also an umbrella term. It has been defined in the broadest sense as any religion that isn't Christianity, Judaism, or Islam, but it's more accurate to say that paganism involves nature-based belief systems that often but not always include several deities. The word pagan comes from the Latin, where it meant country person, and didn't have any religious association. Later, the word took on a negative connotation when Christianity tried to stamp out the old beliefs and practices of the country dwellers in Europe and other places it sought to dominate. As a nature-based collection of beliefs and practices, Wicca is a type of paganism, but there are many other modern pagan traditions besides Wicca. Some Wiccans resist the term and draw a clear distinction between themselves and pagans. However, this distinction is aimed more at modern or neo-pagan spiritual movements than the general sense of the word as a category of religion. What neo-pagan traditions, Wiccan and non-Wiccan alike, have in common is an affinity with older pre-Christian belief systems that may not be well representative in written history but have retained a place in the human imagination, even if their particular expressions have morphed and changed over time. The old religion isn't found in a particular text or place or culture, but is a sort of catch-all name for the various strands of older cultural and spiritual beliefs that inform today's practices. While it claims spiritual roots in older shamanic and pagan belief systems, Wicca itself is a modern religion of relatively recent origins, and the use of the word Wicca as an official name for the religion came about several years after its initial founding. Since there is no consensus on any particular text, practice, or specific belief, there is a lot of leeway in terms of who might claim to be Wiccan, though many practices overlap among different traditions, groups, and individuals. Among the many aspects of Wicca that distinguish it from other, more widely recognized religions is its emphasis on the feminine, as symbolized by nature, the earth, the moon, and feminine deities or goddesses. The masculine is also represented through deity and is particularly associated with the sun, but there is none of the patriarchy often found in other Western faiths. Belief systems and practices identifying as Wiccan can be highly formalized and include hierarchical structures within practicing groups, but can also be very individualized and free-form. The oldest form
Sample complete. Ready to continue?